Healthy Habits, and session 2 is mainly about nutrition, and this is part A, nutrition, a taste for healthy life. This session's quote, self-care refers to a meaningful self-investment, and by that we mean that we need to start self-love and self-care, and that by taking care of our health, and that by eating a healthy diet. We watch everything we eat, and this is part of investing in ourselves, in our health, and in a long, healthy life. Our objectives today is developing deep understanding of the different foods that we eat and how it affects our health. The second objective is describing the interrelationship of mental, emotional, social, and physical health and how they are connected together. Third, explain the importance of eating foods high in nutrients, and we're going to know what are the nutrients that we need and how do they affect our body and performance, not just physically, but in every other aspect of health. And lastly, we're going to identify the factors that affect our food choices and how we can control them. Let's first review what we have covered before. Health is the state of well-being in which all components of health are in balance. Second, what are the components of health? Physical, mental, emotional, social, spiritual, and environmental. Let's start by watching a video about how the food we eat can affect our mental health and our mental or cognitive performance. Welcome to the virtual program of Boys and Girls Club of Greater St. Louis, and today we're going to continue the Healthy Habit Program, Session 2.
If you sucked all of the moisture out of your brain and broke it down to its constituent nutritional content, what would it look like? Most of the weight of your dehydrated brain would come from fats, also known as lipids. In the remaining brain matter, you would find proteins and amino acids, traces of micronutrients, and glucose. The brain is, of course, more than just the sum of its nutritional parts, but each component does have a distinct impact on functioning, development, mood, and energy. So that post-lunch apathy or late-night alertness you might be feeling, well, that could simply be the effects of food on your brain. Of the fats in your brain, the superstars are omegas 3 and 6. These essential fatty acids, which have been linked to preventing degenerative brain conditions, must come from our diets. So eating omega-rich foods like nuts, seeds, and fatty fish is crucial to the creation and maintenance of cell membranes. And while omegas are good fats for your brain, long-term consumption of other fats, like trans and saturated fats, may compromise brain health. Meanwhile, proteins and amino acids, the building block nutrients of growth and development, manipulate how we feel and behave. Amino acids contain the precursors to neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that carry signals between neurons, affecting things like mood, sleep, attentiveness, and weight. They're one of the reasons we might feel calm after eating a large plate of pasta, or more alert after a protein-rich meal. The complex combinations of compounds in food can stimulate brain cells to release mood-altering norepinephrine, dopamine, and serotonin. But getting to your brain cells is tricky, and amino acids have to compete for limited access. A diet with a range of foods helps maintain a balanced combination of brain messengers and keeps your mood from getting skewed in one direction or the other. Like the other organs in our bodies, our brains also benefit from a steady supply of micronutrients. Antioxidants in fruits and vegetables strengthen the brain to fight off free radicals that destroy brain cells, enabling your brain to work well for a longer period of time. And without powerful micronutrients like the vitamins B6, B12, and folic acid, our brains would be susceptible to brain disease and mental decline. Trace amounts of the minerals iron, copper, zinc, and sodium are also fundamental to brain health and early cognitive development. In order for the brain to efficiently transform and synthesize these valuable nutrients, it needs fuel, and lots of it. While the human brain only makes up about 2% of our body weight, it uses up to 20% of our energy resources. Most of this energy comes from carbohydrates that our body digests into glucose, or blood sugar. The frontal lobes are so sensitive to drops in glucose, in fact, that a change in mental function is one of the primary signals of nutrient deficiency. Assuming that we are getting glucose regularly, how does the specific type of carbohydrates we eat affect our brains? Carbs come in 3 forms: starch, sugar, and fiber. While on most nutrition labels, they are all lumped into one total carb count, the ratio of the sugar and fiber subgroups to the whole amount affect how the body and brain respond. A high glycemic food, like white bread, causes a rapid release of glucose into the blood, and then comes the dip. Blood sugar shoots down, and with it, our attention span and mood. On the other hand, oats, grains, and legumes have slower glucose release, enabling a steadier level of attentiveness. For sustained brain power, opting for a varied diet of nutrient-rich foods is critical. When it comes to what you bite, chew, and swallow, your choices have a direct and long-lasting effect on the most powerful organ in your body.
As we have all seen, how food and how nutrition and how everything we eat can affect our brain, can affect how we mentally act and perform, even our mood and our perception of things. Let's go to the next slide and talk about nutrition as a part of physical health. Physical health refers to the way your body functions. We are what we eat. This is a very important statement that we need to remember. Everything we eat constitutes for something that we do, that we perform, that we act, and how we feel sometimes. We are the build-up of everything that we eat. That's why we need to be very careful about everything we put in our mouth. The kinds of food you eat affect your overall health. Your body needs energy for physical activity, for bone and muscle growth, and for fighting germs that cause sickness. So if you want to be strong, if you want to be a healthy athlete, you need to watch your diet. You need to watch everything you eat. If you want to be healthy, feeling great, performing with very high endurance, you need to watch everything you eat and be healthy in your food choices. Physical health refers to the way your body functions. What is good nutrition then? Practicing good nutrition means eating foods that are good for you and eating them in the right amounts. So portions are important, and the quality of the food we eat is extremely essential. What's diet? Everyone is saying you need to watch your diet. What's a diet? It's a pattern of eating that includes what a person eats, how much a person eats, and how often a person eats. So we're talking about what you eat. Second, we're talking about how much and the portions of each of this type of food, and then how often. We're talking about the frequency. How often do you eat that type of food? What's a balanced diet? Because that's what's important, is having a balanced diet. A balanced diet is one that gives your body all the nutrients it needs to function correctly. In this diet, there are nutrients. Nutrients, what are nutrients? Nutrients are the substances in food that your body needs to function properly. and we have 6 main nutrients that we're going to discuss mainly in the coming session. What are nutrients used for? Why do I have to eat foods that are rich in nutrients? Your body uses some nutrients to keep your body healthy. Your body uses other nutrients for energy. So there are different types of nutrients, and each one of them has a very important and specific function, and we need them all in the right portions with the right frequencies. One thing that we all suffer from and we all encounter is emotional eating. What does that mean? Many people eat even when they're not hungry. Sometimes we are emotionally loaded or overburdened. We're upset, we're angry, or we're bored. And then this feeling or the surrounding where we're at will make us eat because it's part of the escape mechanism, even if we don't feel hungry. And this is very critical. We need to redirect our emotions for a constructive way. We need to redirect this type of boredom into something that is healthy and something that is constructive. If I'm feeling bored, if I'm feeling upset, let's do something that's gonna help me out. Let me do something that is good for me. Let me do exercise. Let me tidy my room. Let me call a friend. Let me discuss or talk what's bothering me with somebody that I trust. But food is not a way out for frustration or for anger. What causes you to eat? Knowing what types of feeling affect your diet can be helpful to you, to me, to every one of us. If you know which feelings affect you, you can stop yourself from eating when you are not hungry. One of the most common things related to emotional eating is stress eating. When you're stressed, you just go and open the fridge and let's find something to eat. Before that stress time, you were not hungry. You never felt hungry at this point. You just ate. But because your emotions are really trying to trigger you to eat something in order to be consumed with it, to forget what you were thinking or concerned about, we need to deal with our emotions in a better way, in a constructive way, and definitely in a healthier way to build our lives for a long, healthy living. Nowadays, every time we hear calories, you have to watch your diet, you have to watch your calories. What are calories? The amount of energy your body gets from a food is measured in units called calories. So, as we measure things in cups, in liters, in centimeters or meters, in kilograms, calories is the unit for measuring energy being gained or earned from food, or eating food, or digesting food. Why does that matter? Because sometimes if you eat a certain type of food with a very high frequency, it's giving you a lot of calories, a lot of energy, and you're not using it. This energy is going to accumulate in your body in a non-constructive way. So we need only to eat what our body needs and not want. Metabolism. Metabolism is the process of converting this energy in food that we eat into energy that your body can use. It's called metabolism. And later on, we're going to know that metabolism has two components, anabolism and catabolism. Anabolism is the energy used to build up in your body, and catabolism is the energy used to break down components in your body. So, if I'm exercising after eating, I'm building up muscle. I'm helping my circulation go faster and sending more nutrients to my bones, to my heart, to my liver, to my lungs, to everywhere. But what happens if I'm exercising too much? If I'm exercising all day long, that's going to burn up my body in a sense, which is catabolism. I'm going to lose weight, even my muscles are going to become denaturated, which is going to mean lose protein, and then I'm going to lose a lot of my energy that can make me sick. So everything in balance is extremely important. Next session, we're going to talk in details regarding the 6 nutrients, which are fats, minerals, water, carbohydrates, proteins, and vitamins. They're all very important. You're going to ask me, even fats? Yes, definitely. You need fat, but you need the right amount of fat and the right quality of fat. There are 3 types of fat that we're going to talk about in the next session, and I'm going to tell you exactly what each one is for. But all of us in the early age, we are developing. We need fat to build our cells. Fat is important for your brain, as we have seen in the video, but you need the right amount of fat to protect your body, to help your immune system, and to make you function properly. But too much fat can be problematic. Too much water sometimes can be problematic. Too much protein would have a lot of diseases and illness that are caused by extra amount of proteins in your diet. Even vitamins. Vitamins are essential for your body to function. But if you have a lot of vitamins, a lot of supplementation, a lot of pills that you're taking regarding vitamins, you can get yourself sick. And we call this vitamin toxicity because it accumulates in your liver and cause problems later on. We have different activities on the slide that are going to enrich this session. And one significant component and aspect is my plate. We have to be very careful about everything we put in our plates. And this plate has to have the different components of a healthy diet. And as you can see, we have fruits, vegetables, and we have grains, and we have proteins, and any of the dairy products. And the most important thing is that, as you can see, we have all of the components in my plate. We have to be very careful and very conscious about everything we eat because we care for our health and we care to make the right decision for having a healthy life and healthy living. Let's hear a song about my plate. Maybe that is something that is going to resonate in your mind always, and you think that I need to be very careful about everything we eat because we are the food we eat.
My plate, helping you make good decisions. My plate, helping you eat right. My plate, helping you make good decisions. My plate, helping you eat right. The first group is grains, like bread, cereal, rice, or oatmeal. Eat lots of them. Go on, take your first bite. My plate, helping you make good decisions. My plate, helping you eat right. Now take some veggies, like broccoli, cucumbers, or carrots, from roots or leaves. They help your mind stay bright. My plate, helping you make good decisions. My plate, helping you eat right. Next come the fruits, like bananas, grapes, apples, or oranges. Eating them's a hoot, cause they help your body fight
diseases!
My plate, helping you make good decisions. My plate, helping you eat right. What's next? Oh, dairy, like milk and cheese and yogurt. Eating them will help your bones and they'll keep your teeth white. My plate, helping you make good decisions. My plate, helping you eat right. Eat some proteins, okay? With meats and beans and nuts. When you eat enough of these, you'll give your muscles might. My plate, helping you make good decisions. My plate, helping you eat right. My plate, helping you make good decisions. My plate, helping you eat right. What's the fats, oils, and sweets? Anything with lots of sugar. Make sure you eat these sparingly if you want to sleep at night. My plate, helping you make good decisions. My plate, helping you eat right. My plate, helping you make make good decisions. My plate, helping you eat right. So boys and girls, can we name the parts of my plate?
Yeah!
Grains,
Grains,
veggies,
veggies,
fruits,
fruits,
dairy,
dairy,
proteins,
protein,
fats, oils, and sweets.
fats, oils, and sweets.
One more time now.
My plate, helping you make good decisions. My plate, helping you eat right. My plate, helping you make good decisions. My plate, helping you eat right.
As you can see, What's My Plate is all about fruits, vegetables, grains, proteins, and dairy. All of these components complement each other, and we need them all in the right portions. Let's start our health IQ and see how much knowledge we have gained from this session so far. The substance in food that your body needs to function properly. These substances are called what? Diets, nutrients, digestion, or candy. Which are the substances that your body needs to function properly? Yes, you're correct. It's nutrients. Nutrients are the substances in food that we need so that our bodies can function properly. Second question is, a pattern of eating is called. A pattern of eating is called the way that you usually eat is a nutrient, digestion, a diet, energy. The pattern in which we eat is called, yes, it's a diet. The diet is the way that you eat. Third question, what influences your food choices? What factors affect our choices in food or in choosing our food on what to put on our plate? What your friends eat, the cost, personal taste, or all of the above? That might be a tricky one. Which one is more relevant to you? And the answer is all of the above. Yes, because each of these factors can be part of influence that can cause you to choose a certain type of food or to eat in a certain manner. And as we said before, the most important thing is that we eat what our body needs. We eat what's right for us. We eat what makes us healthy. It's not because that I feel that I need to eat. It's because I actually need this type of food in this amount or this portion in order to provide me with the right amount of nutrients and important substances that my body needs in order to function properly. Fourth question, which of the following is an example of a good, healthy decision? You are upset over a fight with a friend, so you eat a whole container of ice cream. The second, you carefully plan out what you will eat each day, depending on your body needs. And third, you don't really like fruits, so you rarely eat them. Fourth, none of the above. Which of the following is an example of a good, healthy decision? I'll give you a few seconds to think about that. Example of a good, healthy decision is that you carefully plan out what you will eat every day, what you put on your plate, depending on what your body needs. And during the coming sessions, we're going to know exactly what each fruit brings to our life. Last question in the health IQ. Why is it important that your diet include foods high in nutrients? Why we can't just eat all the time candy? Why is it important that we need to eat different types of food that are high in nutrients? Why do we need nutrients? Why do we need different type of nutrients from different types of food? Try to think. Remember everything that your teacher said, that your counselor said, that your parents told you, that you need to drink milk, that you need to eat complex carbohydrates, that you need to eat more veggies and more fruits because they are beneficial for you. Why is that? Because they help my body grow, and I want to grow and be stronger and be healthier. Help my brain function properly, like we have seen. Help me stay well and not getting easily sick. And lastly, help me reach my full potential in every type of or every dimension of health that we talked about. So these are some of the reasons why it's very important to include foods that are high in nutrients. Let's go to the activity slide again, and let's click on apples. Apples. An apple a day will keep the doctor away. That's something that my mom used to tell me. Eating apples is very, very important for your health. And actually all the vegetables and all the fruits are very important. But today let's focus just on apples and let's see. And if you can see this diagram, you would see all the minerals and all the vitamins in an apple, and you wouldn't believe that one fruit can have all of these essential items and nutrients that your body would need. Apples are very important for our health. They are effective in diabetes. They improve the brain memory. They increase bone density, improves cholesterol level, which means lower them. They are helpful in general weaknesses. They give you stamina and energy. They're very effective for weight loss because of their high fiber content. They're helpful in high blood pressure, and they reduce the wrinkles and aging features, and they are beneficial in having irregular and constant motion. So if we can see apples in our home, please grab one. They're delicious, they're nice, and they're very beneficial. It's so important when you feel hungry, eat something that is healthy for you. Let's have a quick assessment and see how far have we reached in our understanding of how good nutrition means good health and healthy living. What are some behaviors that we can practice now that will improve our chances of living a long, healthy life? What can we do? I just need every one of you have a moment and think. After we've been talking about healthy food and healthy nutrition and a balanced diet and my plate, what can we do to secure that we are doing the right thing for caring for ourselves and investing in our lives? Eat food that is rich in nutrients. Definitely. Eat what my body needs, not just wants. Exercise and be more active in order to use the nutrients, and be creative to develop a taste for healthy life. And that means that we need to grow loving being healthy and loving eating healthy and doing the right thing. And this is part of self-care and self-love and self-investment. We need to do what's right for us. And eating healthy, eating a balanced diet is the right choice for each one of us. Let's wrap up and reflect. What goals can we set after this session? After we've been talking back and forth, after we've watched the video about the brain and how it's being affected by what we eat, after seeing that my plate is so easy, we can eat healthy, we can be healthy, and we can have a better quality of life. What goals? Very simple goals that we personally can achieve now and here. Let's start. These are my personal goals, and I want to see yours. Eating only when I'm hungry. No more stress eating. No more because I saw a food commercial that I would run to find something sweet. Second, eating a balanced diet. I need to have my plate with the different nutrients, with the different ingredients that are healthy for my body. Be creative in eating healthy. You can give all the spice and all the herb for every plate. You can be very creative in the design of your healthy plate. Make it very unique, make it wonderful, make it appealing, make it delicious. This is part for your creativity. More fruits and more veggies and less candy. That's a promise. And I need your promise as well. A very simple assignment that you can do at home. Just now, draw your menu. Draw each component of your plate. Be creative and use all the natural colors of the vegetables and fruits that you like. Design your plate. Make it unique, make it creative, and make sure you make it so delicious and healthy. Let's wrap up our session by reflecting. What have I learned in this session? We are the food we eat. It's never too late to practice self-care by eating the right amount and the right type of food every day. I need to be very concerned and very thoughtful of what I'm eating and what I'm doing to my body. Eating healthy means living healthy. I got this, and I'm starting now and here. Right now, I'm going to make the right choices. I'm going to design my plate that is good for me and good for everyone that I serve. I'm afraid this is the end of our session for now. So thank you for watching, and please let us know about your feedback, what you like and what you didn't like about this session, and we're going to do our very best to make it better for everyone. If you have any questions, please feel free to communicate via gotquestions@bgcstl.org. Thank you so much.